Hey, what's up? I'm Truth Seeker. Welcome to the channel. This is a story about how I came into a relationship with Jesus and received the baptism of the Holy Spirit. Back in 1998, my mother started dating a gentleman, and soon after we ended up moving in with him. This gentleman had a son by the name of Mike. Mike was a Christian and he was in Bible college. Soon after I met Mike, he became an older brother type to me. He would spend time with me, hanging out, taking me places, taking me to go play basketball and just spending time with me like an older brother would. And as me and Mike's relationship grew, he would always ask me to go to church with him. But I didn't want to go to church. I was into the occult, I was into witchcraft and Satanism. Church was something further from my mind, did not want to be a part of. And he would continue to ask me every week, week after week, come go to church with me, come check it out, come go to church. Wouldn't do it. He would also ask me to go to prayer meetings with him. And I'm like, well, if I don't want to go to church, why would I want to go to a prayer meeting? But he would continue to ask me, come go to church, come go to the prayer meeting. One particular time he asked me to come to the prayer meeting. I told him no, and he was like, well, there's going to be a prophet there. This might interest you. I said, a prophet, what's that? He said, well, a prophet is like a Christian psychic. And I was like, okay, for me being into witchcraft and the supernatural, I was like, that sounds interesting. A Christian psychic is going to be at the prayer meeting. So I said, sure, I'll go check it out. So I went with him to the prayer meeting. My cousin came with us as well. The prayer meeting was being held in an upstairs apartment. And so we get into this little bitty apartment and there's people everywhere. When they get started, everybody just kind of takes a seat on the couch. They put on some soft worship music. And I'm just kind of sitting there, new to it all. And people just close their eyes and begin to pray and begin to sing worship songs to God. And I'm just looking around and I just feel a sweet presence in the room. And the people that I look at, it's like they're not sitting here on these couches. They're praying, they're praising God, their eyes are closed, their hands are lifted. They're somewhere else. They're like in another realm where it's just them and God. And I can tell that. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing it. And then they got their hands raised, eyes closed, and some of them are crying. Some of them are weeping. Some people are praying for people. And it was just a beautiful energy throughout that whole apartment. And when I'm in this space with them, they got the beautiful music on. One of the guys comes and sits down on the couch next to me. His name was Brother Barry. And Barry asked me, he says, Derek, do you want Jesus to come into your heart? Do you want to ask Jesus to forgive you of your sins? And as a teenager, I'm thinking, I don't want him to hold my sins against me. Yeah, sure, I would love for him to forgive me. He said, okay, if you want to ask him to forgive you of your sins, just pray this prayer after me. Dear Jesus, I ask you to come into my heart. Forgive me of my sins, cleanse me from all unrighteousness. I acknowledge the work that you did on the cross, that you purchased my salvation. Come into my life and cleanse me. And so I prayed this prayer and I meant it with all my heart. And as he's praying with me on the couch, my hands just begin to shake. And I begin to feel this fire just start welling up within me. And I'm just shaking, my hands are trembling. I don't know where it's coming from. And all of a sudden this fervent heat began to burn within me and it like go out through my whole body and just went through my arms and in my stomach and deep in my core. My soul and my spirit began to merge with God. I felt the heat just going through my whole body and it was cleansing me from all of the lies that I had ever told, all of the drugs I had ever taken, all of the times I ever cheated, all of the times I ever stole, every negative and impure thought that I had ever thought. It knew it, but it was cleansing it out. It was this beautiful forgiveness. It was like a reset button. And as I just began to burn, I just began to weep. And it was just this beautiful forgiveness that's just begun to come over me. And I literally felt like God was reaching his arms down from heaven, giving me a hug. And it was just burning me up, but it felt so good. It was so cleansing. This was the most powerful experience that I had ever encountered in my entire life. The beauty and the majesty and the friendship with Jesus through the Holy Spirit. Jesus making me right with God, coming to live within me through the person of the Holy Spirit. It was the most beautiful encounter that I had ever experienced, and it changed me forever. After that prayer meeting, I went home and I had some weed and stuff like that, and I just flushed all my weed and all that kind of stuff. And I was trying to get my cousin, I was like, man, you need to get saved, man. You need to give your life to Christ, because he didn't do it. And so I would get him to do it. He's like, nah, I just don't believe, I can't do it. I was like, come on, man, we don't need to smoke weed anymore. We can pray and God will fill us with the Holy Spirit, and it's the most beautiful feeling. So I remember trying to get him to get saved. He never came around, still praying for him. But we just began to cultivate that. After I got born again, I started going to all the church meetings. I started going to the prayer meetings, and we would have beautiful times of ecstatic worship at church, tapping into the presence and the beauty of God. And then after church, we would leave and go to a prayer meeting at another apartment or somebody's house, and all these people who kind of wanted more. Like we really got filled at church, but those who wanted more, those who needed one-on-one time with the Lord and things like that, we would go meet after. And so we would do the same thing. New people would come in who had never experienced the presence of God, and we would pray for them. They would give their hearts to the Lord. They would get filled with the Holy Spirit, and their lives would be changed as well. So we just began to grow and cultivate in the very presence of God. This became an everyday thing for me. So I felt like God just kind of took me under his wing, put his spirit within me. And there would be times where I would be by myself reading the Bible, and I would just be reading a passage, and it was all new to me in those days, but I would feel the Holy Spirit just begin to move upon me while I'm reading the scriptures. And it was the most euphoric, beautiful feeling. I would tell Mike, I was like, yeah, I felt the Holy Spirit today. I would brag, I felt the Holy Spirit today. And I just got lost in worship. And while I was reading the Bible, he's like, well, did you pay attention to what you were reading? I think he was coming upon you to teach you something. I'm like, no, I'm just caught up just in the beauty of it. It was so good. So, man, that was in 1998 that I gave my life to Christ and started following him. So to receive the Holy Spirit is to be born again. It's where God comes and lives inside of you through the Holy Spirit. When Jesus was on the earth with his disciples, he said, look, it's better that I go so that I can send the helper who will lead you and guide you into all truth. He will comfort you. In times past, in the Old Testament, in the Bible, the Holy Spirit would just come and set upon certain people for certain tasks and to do certain things in the earth. But when Jesus went to the cross and the Holy Spirit came, the Holy Spirit now can dwell within every single person who puts their faith and trust in the person of Jesus Christ. All you have to do is ask for it. God is not a respecter of persons. And this relationship that we have with God by the way of Jesus through the baptism and infilling of the Holy Spirit, once you become born again, he comes to dwell inside of you. In the Old Testament, they would build temples and tabernacles and churches and structures where they said that God lived within these places, or they would meet with God within these structures, these beautiful, immaculate temples, and go in to meet God. Now, the Bible says that we are the temple of the Holy Spirit and that God dwells within us. So when we ask to be forgiven of our sins, when we ask for the Holy Spirit, he comes to dwell within us. He comes to live inside of us. This is the mystery that was hidden from generations before, that is revealed through the Holy Spirit. The scripture says that it's Christ in me, which is the hope of glory. We are the manifestations of that hope. The Bible says that you shall receive power. After that, the Holy Spirit has come upon you. Power to perform signs and wonders and miracles and to preach the gospel, to declare the truth of God. It says that in my name they will cast out devils. In my name they will heal the sick. In my name they will raise the dead. The Holy Spirit is God's gift that he wants to give you. If you place your faith and trust in Jesus Christ and what he did upon the cross, ask him to forgive you of your sins, cleanse you from all unrighteousness, that God is faithful and just to forgive you of your sins. This is for everybody. God is not willing that any should perish, but that all would come to salvation through the person of Jesus. And if you would do that, then he would send you the gift of the Holy Spirit. Now, if you've not done that and you want to do that, I'm going to give you that opportunity right now. If you would like to make Jesus the Lord of your life, if you would like to ask him to come into your heart and forgive you of your sins and cleanse you from all of the wrong that you've ever did, I want you to pray this prayer with me, and God will send you the precious promise of the Holy Spirit. You will be born again. Now bow your head and repeat after me. Dear Jesus, I ask you to come into my life. Forgive me of my sins. Thank you for the wonderful work that you did on the cross. I honor you with my heart and ask you to be the Lord of my life. Jesus, I ask you to send the Holy Spirit to come and dwell within me. In Jesus' mighty name, amen and amen. Now look, if you prayed that, you're born again. Your life has changed forever. You've made him the Lord of your life. Now that you've prayed after me, let me pray for you. Father, I thank you for my friend. Thank you for the decision that they made to make you the Lord of their life, Father. Just pray that you bless them, cleanse them from all wickedness, God. Lord, send forth your Holy Spirit right now. Change their life, God. That fire that I felt, in Jesus' name, send it to them, Lord. Holy Ghost, to cleanse them from all unrighteousness in Jesus' mighty name. Hallelujah. Give it to them, God. Bless them in Jesus' name, I pray. Amen and amen. Hey, if you prayed that for the first time, I want you to leave me a comment. Welcome to your new life in Christ. We have resources, community, videos, tons of things to help you grow and walk in the Spirit as you cultivate your relationship with God. If you will, share this video out on social media with somebody who needs to hear it. Thank you so much for checking out the video. Thank you, and God bless.